it's Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health. Joining me right now, I have Francis Namouk. He is the CEO of StreamingWell. So it's great to have you with us.
Thank you, Jessica. It's great to be here.
So you have just produced a film. This is so cool, creating awareness for mental health among men, which is a difficult audience to reach, and you partnered with Arsenal. How cool is this? Tell me about the film.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's something that, at StreamingWell we're really passionate about, which is, creating a strong narrative-based storytelling to engage with audiences. So what we did in this case is we were trying to address the alarming statistics that most suicides in the UK are primarily men. And primarily what they're looking to do is, there's a lot of companies out there that are trying to reach them so that they're able to express themselves in a way that's more meaningful, so reduce that stigma. So what we looked at is we said, well, let's look at the audience first. Where are these people? And we felt that, if we look at the health vertical, which we're in, let's find other verticals like sport, soccer, or football. And Arsenal Fan TV are the largest fan club in the world. They have 1 million subscribers, over 700,000 views, so it's massive. And we said, if we can get them to talk about this topic, we're reaching that right demographic, right? So it was a very exciting time, so we approached them and we said, listen, we think there's something to be done here. They agreed, which is great. We also got some charities involved, so Mind and Mental Health Foundation, so industry expertise. And we came up with a 15-minute film which really addresses, stigma around these conversations.
All right, so the film is called 15 Minutes of Fury, like 15 Minutes of Fame, you said. But so tell me, I guess, who's in this film? Who are you talking to? And give us some of the insight on what they're talking about.
Sure. So the primary person in the film is Robbie Lyle. So he's the founder and a host of Arsenal Fan TV. He's followed around the world. Arsenal's not just the UK club, but it's in the US there's a big audience, and primarily it's him and a few of his influencers that have a strong following, and they're talking about different aspects. One of them suffers from depression, and at some point he did consider suicide. And it was actually Robbie that saved them from this. So there's a really powerful message in the film, and it touches upon all kinds of aspects of how men, in general, can easily show emotions on the football pitch and get really angry, but what about their emotions in terms of how they're feeling outside of the pitch? That's not just what we're looking to do, healthcare companies are looking to do, but certainly the charities like mine are looking to reach more men.
So in addition to creating awareness, for mental health among this, often, like you said, difficult to reach population, how else are you hoping that the film will make an impact? And I mean, just knowing your business, so StreamingWell, you guys work primarily with healthcare companies. So what are you hoping that this will do? Maybe, in terms of inspiring other healthcare companies, to kind of get the message out there in a different way? What are you hoping for?
Sure, absolutely. So one of the things that we're looking to do is we're trying to get the pharma companies especially, to think of their model in a more infinite way, where they're looking at not just what they're trying to sell, or who, in terms of reaching doctors, but also what is their corporate mission? What are they looking to be known as? Doctors are people too. Doctors have a lot of choices when it comes to prescriptions, but if they can see a company that's who really invests in the corporate responsibility of, let's say, something like reducing stigma around mental health conversations, then they'd be a great partner for us in that space. But it's not limited to football and mental health. You could look at, we specialize in health, we can look at other verticals. So there's football, other sports, there's entertainment, there's music, there's a lot of ways where we can create really engaging content, ideally an episodic series that people can watch, engage with, and raise that awareness. And we can weave in interesting messaging that potential pharma companies are looking to stand behind as their mission, not brand related, all from a mission perspective.
Very cool. So where can people find the film?
The film can be found on Arsenal Fan TV's channel. Just type in 15 Minutes of Fury, AFTV on YouTube, and you'll find the film.
Awesome.
I have one last thing to say, sorry. On top of what we're doing right now, there's a very exciting pilot that's happening next year. 2020, just to make sure. And we are going to be working with a women's only football league, right? So it's going to be women who are social influencers who are going to play football games every weekend. We're going to film narratives around that, and that's a real opportunity in a different demographic to start talking with some of the companies who are interested in things like fertility awareness or cancer screening awareness, etc. So there's real opportunities to create really good, interesting content with influencers, which is something that's obviously trending right now, but that's not something that pharma is doing that much of. And I think, taking health as one vertical and, and mixing it with other verticals that has a big following, I think is something that's quite powerful, and this film demonstrates that.
Well, good luck with that, Francis. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. I'm Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health.